Welcome to Four Real Sisters podcast, Unscripted, Unfiltered, Unforgettable. I'm Samantha, the bossy one.
I'm Karen, the outspoken one.
I'm Trudy, the rebel. I'm Catherine, the baby one.
Today's topic is growing up in the 80s and 90s in brackets, because we've got a younger sister. It's all going to be about the songs, the snacks, the fads that shaped our childhood that kids today wouldn't actually believe.
No, so I don't think they would believe that every single shop was shut on a Sunday.
Good
Sunday
point.
was a family day. You never, ever, you couldn't go shopping. I think the local shop was probably open in the morning till about 12 o'clock for things like newspapers
like a corner
and
shop.
Milk, yeah. But apart from that,
Yeah, supermarkets.
No.
Literally, everything wasn't. It was
To be
nothing, was
fair,
it?
in the 80s and the early 90s, we didn't have any supermarkets on the outside of Kendal. We had Lipton's in town, didn't we? And then we had a Tesco's.
We had Marks and Spencer's.
We had Marks and Spencer's, but Marks and Spencer's was actually in town. Lipton's
Wasn't there always
where
a booths?
there's always been a booth.
Long time being.
Booths, yeah.
Always been a booth, and there was a big Tesco's in town, but no, we didn't.
There wasn't any takeaways, was there? There was like no McDonald's or anything.
Oh my God, no.
Because I remember all the shops being closed on a bank holiday as well, like for over Christmas.
Yeah.
I remember Mum and Dad having to go and get a massive food shop that it was all fresh because everything was closed for a few days.
Yeah, she used to keep it in shed. All the vegetables and everything else. I think she still does now. Bless her.
Yeah,
she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potatoes and carrots.
But yeah, no, but how strange. I wonder how people would actually cope if it had to go back like that.
In my opinion, I think
it would be heaven to be fair. It'd be a bit peaceful, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would make a Sunday a family day, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
I mean, I think it was even when my kids were little. Well, it will have been. That there was no shops were shut on a Sunday.
Yeah. We used to go swimming.
We did. We used to go swimming in the morning. I'd always put porridge on. Well, actually, it wasn't me. It was my husband who used to do it in a pan. We'd be soaking the porridge while we went swimming.
Yeah.
And then, even when Aldi, I think Asda was the first one to arrive in Kendal. I think it was
I think it would have been,
Yeah.
You must be looking at the 90s then. In the 90s.
Late
Truly.
90s, yeah.
Yeah, because like in the 80s, I mean, I remember growing up really. When we first were growing up, I mean, the 80s, obviously, we had more television channels. We did. But before then, there was only 3. Because I'm thinking at 80s, so I left school in 85, 86, I think.
80, yeah.
Oh, did I? Yeah, I did, yeah. So I would have been like 16, 17.
Yeah, because...
so 7 years before. So
I was 16
it's like,
in 86,
yeah.
so you'd have been like 84, 85, when you were... 84 when you were... You went into sixth form.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So it was then, but no, it's...
So colour TV was a bad thing. So I remember always watching Top of the Pops every Thursday.
Yeah.
Even growing up.
I think...
Beginning
in the 80s.
It doesn't matter what we were playing outside. I would be running in at 7 o'clock to watch Top of the Pops on BBC One.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it used to be on a Sunday though, as well. Top 40 on radio.
Oh, yeah, where I used to record it.
Yeah.
I used to love it.
And and then Christmas special on Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah.
Before you had to listen to the Queen. Well, no, we did listen to the Queen. Remember having our dinner?
The Queen. I remember when it came up to Christmas, there was always Christmas songs.
Oh, yes. But they're very early now.
Every year.
Yeah.
But there's not really many Christmas songs that are number 1.
No, they're not.
All the new ones, you mean? Yeah,
literally.
They're just repeated now, aren't they, from years ago?
Yeah, I used to absolutely love Shakin' Stevens.
Oh,
his
it's
song.
my favourite.
And I remember going out and buying the record so it went to number 1. Yeah. Because you bought it so it went to number 1.
Wham! Last Christmas was my favourite when I was a teenager, but like that Mariah Carey song.
And you used to have a small vinyl of that. Yeah.
Hundreds of little
I probably
vinyls.
played it that much, it's probably scratched.
Was it called the 7-inch, the little ones?
Yeah, 7-inch. Then you get the 12-inch record.
Yeah.
And just being able to go to it.
I thought it was a
12-inch records, but you could get
right.
so your LPs were 12-inch, but then you'd get a 12-inch
single,
which would it would go on and on.
Because you had Whitney Houston in that one.
Yeah, want to dance with somebody.
Yeah. Even now, you can't even go into a shop and buy like CDs and vinyls now.
Can you not?
No, you have to get them online.
Vinyls are coming more and more back, but yeah.
Yeah. So they don't sell CDs or anything anymore?
No,
not
really.
Oh,
shops like they used to be.
Oh,
You could go in and buy them.
There was a record shop in town. What was it called?
Yeah, there was down Finkel Street.
A big one.
Can't remember what it's called. I know though, and it was just had hundreds and
you used
hundreds
to go in
of
there
thousands.
because there were always music was on all the time, so you could just leaf through all the little records. Oh, it was lovely.
There's a few now in big cities, but not.
No,
you don't see them.
And then tapes.
Yeah,
tapes.
You could tapes. Rewind.
Well, that's what we used to record the top 40 with, and every time everyone had to be quiet because you'd hold a microphone to the radio.
Yeah.
And I think we've discussed this in previous podcasts
where a nightmare.
I'd just say, be quiet for this song, and then you could guarantee something was going on in the background. This is before you came along, and then they'd be shouting and screaming at end at record. And all you wanted to do was just take the record so you could keep replaying it. Yeah. That's before I think I started buying vinyls.
Well, I remember Mum and Dad actually buying me, it's the only thing I ever asked for, was Bob Marley and the Wailers tape. But they bought me a tape recorder, a little tiny one, so I could play it.
I really don't remember you liking.
Oh yeah, and I remember my husband actually one Christmas buying me the actually CD for it. I still got it.
Oh, I think she dressed up as him one year.
She's going that way we get up now.
We'll have to find a picture of that.
Well, like the picture of me in the whole Austrian outfit
to school. Oh gosh,
Mum, right? You'll have heard this on the other podcast.
Listen to
it. Yeah, Mum actually made me go into school. Well, no, she didn't make me, but you know when you go to secondary school from primary school.
Yeah.
So the day that I went, I actually wore a full Austrian outfit.
Oh no! Yeah. What was Mum doing?
Exactly.
I think it was her.
It was not.
Did you want to put it on? You must have wanted to put it on.
So also, do you all remember having sports day?
Yeah.
And the fancy dresses.
Oh yeah.
I did not do that anymore.
I won that one.
I didn't wear a fancy dress, but you did.
I won.
You were little Bo Peep, and you had a white dress on with a bonnet with a red ribbon and a scarf. And I've actually got a picture, I think, of you somewhere, Catherine.
You used to do a little.
I think I've still got the Gazette. I was in the Western Gazette.
Yeah. You used to do a parade through the
village.
Yeah.
I'd gone in Mum's wedding dress one day, and I won that, but I can't remember what I was dressed as.
You know what? What's just come to me is I remember when I was 14, we were at youth clubs. It's like there's no youth clubs anymore.
Oh no.
We used to just go to youth clubs and then to the Girl Friendly Society, GFS. It was the same, and that was just for girls. I think you were a bit young for that. I went when I was.
I got chucked out of brownies, so I wouldn't have got any of them.
No, the Girls Friendly Society used to be at the Bryce Institute, but I remember getting picked from the youth club to do a shooting competition at their field when they used to have their rifle range. And I actually got a medal because I got 98 out of 100 for target shooting.
I remember you getting that medal.
Yeah, I was only 14. I think I've got the Western Gazette print out for that.
But no, I used to love it. I like dressing up, full stop.
I remember the youth club when they did Torchlight.
Oh, yeah.
And I can remember Dad driving wagon, and I can remember sat in front with him, and you know them, what were they called, them sweets? Was it Mojo's?
Possibly.
And you was
little square things.
Yeah. Chuck them out a window at anyone on Torchlight.
You could chuck sweets out.
Yeah.
They were proper Torchlights.
I bet that was though the year that we all dressed up as punk rockers, because I've got a picture of
black
on the floor.
More black and white. I remember having
black
and white jumpers and that
on the floor. I mean, that was just the Torchlight possession was absolutely.
Talking about sweets, what about when we used to go to the shop and just buy sweets from them jars? Is there anywhere that actually does that now? I know you can get things online, but to walk into a sweet shop and they'd have to measure it out, in a little paper bag.
I don't think the sweets nowadays are like when we were younger.
No, and you could get
a Mars.
You could get 4 blackjacks for like £1 pence.
Yeah, you could.
Could do something like that.
You could.
We had half pences.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. When that went? Half pences.
Well, it must have been. I don't know. But it did though. We got a lot for our money then.
Yeah, we did.
For our sweets and stuff.
I used to love penny sweets.
Yeah.
Still do now.
Yeah.
Too expensive now though.
Yeah. and then
Because they're not a penny anymore.
And then you know what as well? It's a shame as well. It's like, what about walking into a video shop and just walking along all the aisles and choosing a video to watch that night?
Yeah, and making sure
to put in your VHS recorder
and making sure that you don't look on the top on the top row.
Yeah, there's all the 18s. Yeah,
I remember Dad saying that to us. Don't look on the top row.
I remember staying at your Sam, and we'd ring up before we went down and say, "Do you have this in before we bother coming?"
Yeah.
Or if it's in, quickly keep it for us. We'll pop down for it.
Oh, God,
you did.
I remember we used to say, "Oh, can you keep that? We'll have it for Saturday night."
Yeah.
It's about £3.50 for night or something.
Yeah, you'd have to book them in advance sometimes, wouldn't you? If it's a good film came out.
And then
it's just too easy now, isn't it?
And then you didn't take it back. You had a fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. And then working. I mean, God, I was 12 when I got my first job.
I was 13. I worked at Woolworths.
Oh, I was pot washing.
I was 14.
I was 14 waiting on.
In a cafe.
Yeah. Well, I was pot washing in the same cafe that Samantha was doing the waiting on. And one day they didn't have somebody waiting on. So they said to me, "You'll have to go and wait on." And he was like, "No." "Yeah, you will. I only did it once." I actually said, if I'd have to do it again, I'd have to leave.
You know what? I actually really loved that job, and I just think that nowadays it's a shame that more of these teenagers can't get jobs like that.
Yeah.
Because it just literally helps you socialise, talk to people, helps your manners and everything. Just gives you a bit to be sociable. Just get off the phones and just talk to people.
But don't you think it gives them to go out and earn money, their own money?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And I remember
instead of just getting it off.
I mean, can they get jobs nowadays when they're 14?
So there's not so many. There's not a minute. There's not a lot, and it's only certain hours they're allowed to work. They're only allowed to work a certain amount of hours.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my God, I used to work.
I do think it's a shame.
It was a Saturday and a Sunday, and I used to then walk home. I used to
work Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes night times. I remember finishing at like 9 o'clock. Well, sometimes 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and then bank holidays as well.
I used to work every night after school, and then a full Saturday because it never used to be open on Sunday. So
yeah. So you have your day off. I do remember the food that I always had, because we worked in a restaurant, you always got your dinner or your tea. And
plates and chips and pizzas comes to me.
I only ever ate chips and salad. That was the only thing I would eat. Because, of course, I watched them all cook it all, didn't I? So I only ever had chips and salad. Nothing else.
Oh, well, I used to being able to go in to the cooking part and tell them what I wanted on my toaster. I didn't want to run just a toaster for the menu. I wanted what I would like on the toaster.
It is a shame, isn't it? Nowadays, these teenagers and stuff can't get these jobs.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, what do they do? What do they actually do with their Saturdays and their Sundays? What do they actually do?
Don't know.
Mobile phones. Yeah.
They don't. They actually sit next.
Some play sport.
Yeah, yes, they do.
Dad makes me laugh because he always says, "Give you another 10 years and babies will be born with mobile phones."
Yeah, but he's a monkey for it though, because you can sit there. So he tells everybody else for being on it, and then next minute you look around and he's just there scrolling.
Yeah,
I'm like, come on, Dad, get off it. Practice what you preach.
We never had any of that growing up. So we didn't. If you wanted to ring anybody, I think we said before, you'd have to go down to the telephone box.
Yeah.
You'd have to make sure that you had their telephone number. Like say, with 10 pence.
10 pence.
Yeah. And ring them and hope that they actually had a telephone.
When you think about it, how good was your memory to remember all the phone numbers?
Yeah.
Honestly, because nowadays you couldn't reel off somebody's phone. I mean, do you know my mobile number?
No, I don't.
And they're like landline numbers. Landline numbers and all, you know. But how people don't remember anymore because it's just there in the phone.
I remember my first house number when I got my first house. I remember that. Because there wasn't mobile phones then.
No. I remember my telephone number. There was just something nice about sitting on the stairs that wasn't on a telephone.
Yeah. Yes.
Speaking to my friends.
Yeah.
There was, And I bet you, because when we'd all left, that you got to do it more than what we did because we had a lock on the phone.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
No, seriously, we used to have a red one. I remember a red one. It's with a dial one, like a proper ring.
Yeah, it was.
And honestly, because when we got it in, we used to use it. There was like a silver lock you could put in one of the circles, so you wouldn't move.
Oh,
yeah.
And then we'd sit on the stairs, and you could come and tell us off. Come on, you can have one then off. Get off.
Yeah. I can remember when we first got one of them button ones.
Yeah.
We used to just mess about all the time.
Oh, do you remember a boy wanted to go out with me and I didn't want to go out with him at all. So he rung the house. So I went, no, like this, like I was going, no, don't want to speak to him. So Samantha pretended she was me. And do you not remember?
I think I do actually. I think about it a few
She
times.
said, I'm really sorry, but I don't want to go out with you. Yeah, she used to pretend she was me.
And back in them days as well, though, people used to knock on your door and ask you for a date. I had a couple of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's something else that doesn't really happen nowadays. Knocking on door, asking if people want to come out.
No,
Yeah,
how did they get them out then? What did they do?
Well, the message, they stand outside,
Yeah,
are you coming out?
Yeah. Oh, it's
You
so
do,
sad.
it is. And then you'll see them, all the friends, and they're all sat together.
On the phones.
On the phones, they're not talking to each other. It's like...
No.
Yeah, a lady in the shop told me that the other week. She said that they come in after school and they're literally texting each other while they're stood at the till, but asking them a question of what they're buying at the till. So they're not even actually talking.
I wonder if in years to come, because things evolve, people will actually not be able to speak.
Just going to say, maybe we won't be able to talk.
No, because it'll just go.
And what about writing? Because everything's just typed, isn't it? Typed
is,
and
yeah.
touch screen and everything. That's why it's so important just to read books. So Karen, I'm going back now. Well done for reading all your books.
Oh, thank you.
But it is so important
yeah.
to read books and to talk and get out there.
And to write.
Yeah.
Talking is good for other things as well, mental health and stuff like that. You need to talk. That's why I like going out with dogs. Do you talk to your dog? I do talk to my dog. I talk to my dog all the time. But I like going out and
I do talk to my cat.
You meet people and talk to people.
Oh no, I don't. I'd actually rather just talk to my dogs.
I always think
I talk to my dog.
Yeah, I
I know.
see
I'll
people.
talk to birds. Oh, it's the birds. Where I am, there's so many birds, and we've got a robin that keeps going into a container, and then it comes out. I know I'm digressing a little bit here. So it actually nearly hit my husband on the head because it was flying past him, and then on Sunday it was in the back of the car. And it was sat on the seat.
Friendly Robin, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'll want to go for a ride.
Yeah. I say to him, I actually talked to him in the trees. If anybody passes, they must think, she's really as crazy as that woman.
Well, we know that. Bird woman.
So it makes you think, doesn't it, how these young ones nowadays would cope without any technology whatsoever.
How would they cope
They
with...
probably wouldn't.
It's like we used to go out and play on the streets. Mum would call us in for tea. We'd go and eat our tea, and then we'd go back out again.
Yeah.
You know what? Life was simple when you think about it.
Was.
We might have mourned a little bit and thought, we can't go here and you wouldn't let us go there and blah, blah,
I think
blah.
it's the best years. 100%.
I've said before, I'd love to take mine back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they say, what, to olden days?
You know what though? But we are getting to be the last generations, aren't we, of having it before technology.
Yeah.
And then we've learnt about technology.
Yeah. I mean, having 3 channels on your TV, could you imagine them now not being able to have Netflix, having Sky, having Amazon Prime, and all these other things?
But there's hundreds, isn't there now?
There's loads.
So we had 3 channels. You know, BBC One, BBC Two, and ITV. And
then Channel 4 came at some point.
Yeah, but I think the Channel 4 must have come... I don't know if it was...
It came
late 80s?
It came later on.
I was going to say, I was still at home when that came.
I remember
remember
on a Sunday, and I used to love Sundays, because it used to be bath day.
Yeah.
We all had baths. We didn't have showers then, so it was always a bath.
Most of the time,
Wash
one
your
of
hair.
them in the same water.
Get uniforms ready.
Yeah, Mum used to get, and then we used to go downstairs, and we used to have one of them stupid, horrible bloody gas fires, and we used to have to dry our hair.
Because there's no hair dryers.
No hair dryers.
Yeah.
So we used to, she used to towel dry our hair,
Yeah.
and then we used to watch Heart to Heart. Oh, I used to love that.
Oh.
There was a few others as well that we used to watch. I used to love
Last
it.
of the
One of
Summer
mine.
Wine.
Oh, that's a heartbeat.
Yeah.
There was what's that? Miami Vice.
Oh yeah, Miami Vice. That was Miami Vice.
Magnum.
No, Magnum.
It was Magnum.
Oh, brilliant! Used to love it. Even though I used to be like jumping from whatever, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
and that was
absolutely
every
simple.
Sunday.
And there was no central heating in the house.
No, there wasn't.
No.
Honestly.
Well, I can remember no central heating.
And it was freezing.
Yeah,
Mum
but we didn't
used
have
to
to
light,
light-
but then Mum
we
had
didn't
that
have to-
coal fire at one point, so she used to have to light that every morning. But that might have been when you
No,
two, you lot were younger. So I can
remember the
remember
coal
that.
fire.
We didn't
I
have
remember the
any
coal
double glazed windows
No.
because they were
No,
just
we
them
didn't.
same ones. Because I remember when it used to thunder and lightning.
Yeah, Yeah, no double glazed
And she used to
windows and no
say,
central
Stand
heating.
back. Just in
sit
case
under
you
the
hit.
table. What, I mean, what is the table going to do when it's thundering and lightning? Who used to
Did she?
Yeah.
I
Sit under
can't
the, we
remember
used to sit under the table.
This is Karen remembering random things.
Yeah.
We used to sit under the table.
I know she used to say stand back from the window, just in case, because it was metal.
All the right.
Because there were little
Yeah.
teeny things.
They used to freeze up.
And what about
We used to
cars?
scrape it on the inside.
What about cars? No seatbelts.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We would all be in the back of the car,
Yeah.
driving here, there, and everywhere.
Everywhere.
Because I'd take it
Yeah.
out every weekend, and no seatbelts.
No. Judy used to tell Judy off because she'd be trying to turn round and look out at back and all this lot. I mean, I remember going on holiday, which I know that'll be another thing, but 4 of us being in that on that back seat. You know, Mum and Dad in the front, and then there was 4. Not you. Of course, it was before you were born, Kat. This was one of cousins or a friend or something like that, and we'd all be sat on the back seat, all squished up, and then all stuff in.
Yeah, it's just like they're not. It's just like it would feel so strange now even to get in a car and not put a seatbelt on.
It would.
Yeah. But even the clothes were different
Yeah.
to what they are now.
Mum liked us in mixes and matches. And
Yeah.
didn't she? She didn't really think about what she was putting on us.
No, I remember.
I think there's the one with the red pinafores, and I think I've got a purple jumper underneath it.
I don't know. Actually, I got a pair of blue dungarees, bright blue dungarees. I loved them. But I've also there's a picture of me somewhere. Remember Grease? When Grease came out.
Yeah.
So
I've worked this out when I was 11, I think. I was 11 or 13.
No, I think
Grease
you
came
could
out.
have been 11 because I'd have been 9 then. And I asked Mum, because she used to get us clothes, didn't they, for our birthdays or Christmas. Because, I mean, there wasn't the money then. There wasn't the money like there is now. So we only actually got the clothes for special occasion. You didn't just go out and just buy whatever you wanted. And I got these leather look trousers. And then I had a pale beige shirt. So I looked like a living angel.
I'm sure our nan used to go to rummage sales.
I can't believe you just said that, 'cause I was thinking of rummage sales.
She used to go to rummage sales and get us clothes. You go to rummage sales now.
And Mum used to
Still
put me...
go to rummage sales.
Do they not do them anymore?
Not really.
Not really. Mum used to put me in bin.
Yeah.
I can remember waiting for him to open for rummage sales.
When you think about it, and the tables,
Yeah, we did.
The tables would be piled up of
Oh,
clothes.
yeah.
Literally piled up.
So
Did you ever go to
clothes?
those?
I can't remember.
And you know, the actual,
can't
some of
do
the
sales.
clothes were actually really good.
She
I
got us.
suppose it's the second-hand shops now, isn't it? Like
She got us.
places.
Can you ever remember them like beige? They were like beige coats.
Yeah,
But they were like a raincoat.
I do.
Oh, they were horrible. And Mum used to put them on us when she used to come for us.
So who bought us those freaky dolls that time? There was some really, and they had really freaky eyes.
Probably Nana Wade.
It probably was Nana Wade, actually.
But it's like the toys, it's like the things we got for Christmas now is completely different to what we all get now.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, like,
It is.
it was just, it's like that, Les used to get us that box with all that fruit in.
Yeah.
You seem to get loads and loads of selection boxes, whereas they're not a big thing anymore, are they really?
No, because you get a little tiny one and they're like 2 inches big.
But I remember being
excited.
excited to get like a notepad and loads of crayons.
Yeah.
Imagine now if you had to strip everything back and get all the kids them kind of things now.
I used to just like getting presents. That was Dad's favourite thing. A pen.
A pen.
I'd have a pen every year.
I'll get you a pen. I remember once I'd gone out, so I was still at home. I must have been about 17, and I'd got back in about 11, and Mum and Dad, you two were in bed. You must have been in bed. You must have been there. And I begged them for me to open my Christmas present they'd got me. And I was like, it's fine. So they give me it, and they've got me this little thing gold watch. Because we used to get watches, didn't we, for Christmas?
Yeah.
But I ended up opening all my presents. I think I was a bit tipsy. And then I remember getting up the next morning, so you three are all opening your presents, and I was just like crying because I had nothing to open. I never did it again, but I can remember that as clear as anything, feeling really, really like peed off, thinking, because you didn't get a lot. We didn't get a lot, did we?
No.
So I'd opened all these presents, and because I was older, I wasn't getting a lot anyway, and I just had to sit there on the sofa while you lot all opened your presents.
Oh.
So
Still a case full.
Eh?
Yeah, still a case full.
Yeah. So coming back for a little bit from Christmas, what about all our bonfire nights?
Oh,
We used to go and build the bonfires
Yeah.
and then make dens inside
I
them. It was like so dangerous, really. But yeah, you made
And it wasn't cordoned off. And what about at the top of the street, because it was on that field?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
All the people used to go up and let fireworks off. I remember
Yeah.
jumping jacks and people actually running away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember once when they lit the fire, they moved it slightly towards where the steps were, and it was that big and that hot, it was melting the windows on the row of houses. They had to actually get, I don't know, the fire brigade coming end.
I don't even know that went on for years and years and years.
We used to do Guy Fawkes. We used to put somebody, dress them up as a Guy Fawkes and put them in a wheelbarrow. And take them to the used to get loads of money.
Yeah.
Treat or treat. Used to get loads of money.
Yeah. And there'd always be a Guy Fawkes on top of it.
Yeah.
Guy Fawkes on top of it.
Yeah. Hopefully not a real one.
No,
No,
you always build one.
Honestly, they don't really have
Always.
even bonfires anymore for bonfire nights.
No, they don't.
I mean, that when you think about it, on the top of that street, there was a road next to it.
Yeah.
And it was just built right in the middle of the park.
Massive.
It was huge.
We used to go around
Absolutely
and ask
massive,
people
massive.
for stuff. And
Do you remember it at all?
Yeah, I do remember bonfire there. Because they used to do them in the...
We could feel the heat as we came out of the store.
Yeah.
It was that
I think
big.
it went
yeah.
to the courtyard
Oh,
after there.
that's better, yeah. I think it went to Courtyard, didn't it? And then it... Oh, no,
it
sorry.
did.
It went there,
Yeah,
and then the
because they wanted to
Courtyard.
build the park.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
did,
So
yeah.
then I think I remember the
Yeah,
Courtyard
yeah.
ones.
Yeah, but for years it was on the top of that street.
Loved it. Yeah, we did used to go
Oh,
collecting
let's
stuff.
have
Go to everybody's house. What rubbish have you got?
Yeah. And everybody got involved. Didn't
Oh,
they? All
yeah,
the dads
yeah,
got
it's
involved with all
yeah.
the
Yeah.
chopping the branches off the trees and things.
Yeah.
So
we had that- we had
they
that
were
one-
really good. That was really good fun, that though. When you think about it, so most of October you'd start building the bonfire for November the 5th.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
talking about parties,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
street parties.
1977 street
But
party.
we also had one
Yeah, we
when
did.
Charles and Diana got married.
Yeah. It was that
On the
field.
street, but they played Mr. and Mrs. and Mum and Dad won it.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I think I was poorly that day. I think I was in bed because I was poorly.
Yeah. But we had on that street, we had, it was a massive street
Street,
party.
yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah,
Mum and Dad, they played Mr. and Mrs. and Mum and Dad won it. But it was lovely. Things like that is just fantastic.
It was, yeah. And what about chips and tomato soup? That was my
Oh
favourite
God,
meal,
yeah.
that. Mum used to cook chips in proper frying pan. So
Yeah,
she'd
so
chop the
proper
potatoes
chips.
up, she'd put a plate of chips out, and then she'd just pour tomato soup over the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
she does make the best homemade chips.
She does.
Yeah, she does actually.
Yeah.
And then lentils, dal, or her dal.
I still have that now. That was
I do
nice.
as well. I like
Yeah.
to make it. And a curry.
Vermicelli, curries.
Everything was fresh. Everything was fresh. There was nothing processed.
No.
It's maybe why we're all healthy now.
Yeah.
She was a good cook.
Growing
Yeah.
up, yeah.
And the baking. Oh.
Cakes. Oh,
baking
lovely.
cakes.
That's my childhood memories, coming in from school and she's baking.
Yeah.
Fresh baking smell. She never made scones for me or cakes. It was all for me. I used to remember licking out at bowl. I think that was my favourite part.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I still like that.
Yeah,
now.
and we used to like...
You don't?
No, it's
Oh,
raw
no,
egg.
I do. I could actually eat the whole lot and not cook it.
Yeah, lovely.
To be fair, I've got to admit, I was a bit like that.
I think we used to fight over it.
I think we might have done.
I think we did.
A few times, yeah. You had to like the spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the bowl.
Yeah.
But when I
Yeah,
grew
the
up,
wooden spoon.
she must have just thought, you're so easy.
Yeah.
No fighting for the ball.
Yeah. No squabbling, no arguing.
Nothing.
Just
sit there, chitter-chatter to her and enjoy my cakes and scones that she'd made for when I come home.
See, I think that's where I get my love of baking from Mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like really when you've
Yeah.
come along, it's like Mum's had a second wind life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? With another...
Yeah.
Like she's done it all
probably
again,
found it
different.
so easy.
Yeah, because she's had us free.
Think of all the times we were probably scrapped over at toilet.
Oh
Oh
my
my-
God, yeah.
One toilet. That's
Yeah,
another thing.
yeah.
One toilet
Toilet.
upstairs for 5 of us.
Yeah.
6 of
Yeah.
us when you came. Well, no, because we'd have moved out, but 5 of us before you came.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
One toilet and one bathroom.
Yeah. Banging on the doors. You need to get out now.
It's like nowadays they've all got their own suites and they've all got
En
all these
suites,
upstairs,
yeah.
downstairs
There's
toilets,
toilets,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, we didn't even have a shower, so it was a bath.
We can't have argued over the toilet because I don't remember it being like so.
Yeah, we did.
I think we
And I used to go with a book.
I bet. Well, that
Karen.
Karen will have been with a book.
Did we all
on
argue with Karen because Karen's on the toilet?
Yeah.
She's like, Mum.
Yeah. I'd always go up with the book, shut the door, put my foot behind it so nobody could open it.
Oh.
And then sit there for well over half an hour, 3/4 of an hour.
So there was definitely arguing over toilets because
She would have had a dry bum.
yeah.
I think sometimes I didn't even bother to. I just used to go and sit in
On
there.
the toilet.
I thought she was going to say. I didn't even wipe it.
Oh no!
All right, okay then. On that note, then. So, to be fair, it was fun growing up in the 80s and 90s, wasn't it?
100%.
Yeah, you know.
Games, yeah.
And it's actually really nice to remember the things that we did because I think just people have it so easy sometimes now
And I
with
think
all the phones and all the technology.
Taking over our life.
Pocket money, yeah. We had to do chores around the house and stuff.
yeah, it was, and I think it was. I'm not going to say it was an easier time because we didn't have as much, but it was a better time.
Yeah.
More peaceful. It was just happier.
It was fun. We were
was
happy.
fun. Yeah.
It was lovely.
Yeah.
It really was.
So then, that brings me to then. So next week, are we going to be talking about the great family holidays that we've had? So I think there's a few of those, and there's a few little cheeky stories to tell about those. So, thanks everyone. Thanks for listening to the Four Real Sisters podcast. Unscripted, Unfiltered, Unforgettable. Don't forget to follow, share, and subscribe, as this helps us grow and grow and grow. We'll see you next week. Until then, keep it real.